Joseph Pehan was born January 15, 1936 in Yugoslavia, what is now modern-day Serbia. Around the age of 5, Joseph and his family were interned in labor camps during World War II. Joseph and his family were mistreated because of their affiliation with the minority group of the Danube Swabians, otherwise known as the Paprika Deutsche. Forced from their home, Joseph and his family were moved to Banat and Rudolfsnacht, a concentration camp. Then, after they were caught attempting to escape, they were transferred to a labor camp in Pančevo. After being released from Pančevo after World War II ended, Joseph and his family moved to Germany to begin a new life. While living in Germany, Joseph met Maria. Maria had a similar childhood experience as Joseph, and they connected immediately. Joseph and Maria married in February of 1959, then decided to immigrate to the United States. In November of 1959, the newlyweds traveled by boat across the Atlantic Ocean to New York. They settled in Philadelphia, where they were sponsored by Joseph's cousin, and began to learn the English language. Over some time, Joseph and Maria decided to move again, this time to Virginia. Stanton, Virginia is a small town located in the Shenandoah Valley, nearby the Blue Ridge Mountains. It is the birthplace of our 28th President, Woodrow Wilson. It houses 77 churches of many different denominations, with a church on each street corner. And it is also home to the Statler Brothers, who were country music legends of the 1990s.
She was standing in the crowd all alone, looking pretty, listening to the music.
Joseph was trained to be a tailor growing up in Germany, and now being in Virginia, he was able to use these skills. He found a job as the personal tailor for the Statler Brothers, establishing a great friendship. In the early 2000s, Joseph decided to finally set aside the tailoring to open up his own small business of making homemade sausage. Joseph, now going by Joe, named his business Joe's Bratwurst. Using a recipe Joe learned from his mother growing up that has always been part of our family for many generations, going back to our Paprika Deutsche cultural ways of cooking with a special spice, paprika.
What?
Where did your mom learn how to make sausage?
Well, let's say that was almost 1,000 years, 900 some years in the family.
Yeah.
And as you grew up, you were introduced to it, how to make it, and you made it, and then later on you pass it on to another generation of your generation. And so on, and it was many years until it got to the public. I started it to the public, we never had it. So what we did, they just did it at home,
Yeah.
But they had an old way. If they had something good, they would not show you somebody else, but he will make it for you.
In 2002, Joe opened Joe's Bratwurst as a stand in the local Stanton's Farmers Market. Ooh. What's your secret recipe?
Okay.
Look how good this looks. Hey, Pop-Pop.
Huh?
What's your secret recipe?
What?
What's your secret recipe?
What is it?
Secret recipe.
Secret? I ain't gonna give it away.
Joe continues to sell his homemade bratwurst, but has expanded his business in many ways. He has invested in new cooking tools to his kitchen, and he has experimented with the recipe to make a spicier version of the original bratwurst. He sells every year at their local Oktoberfest, being one of the biggest sellers there. He now sells homemade German potato salad and sauerkraut with the bratwurst on a bun. What's your favorite thing about Pop-Up?
Everything. When he's
Are you
in
sure?
a good mood. If he's in a bad mood, I tell him to go away from me.